Okay. Hello everybody, Shalom. I just wanted to do a really quick video on this screenshot that you're seeing right now. A couple of days ago, I was listening to a playlist of some of Lauryn Hill's most popular songs, and the song "Everything Is Everything" came on, and I just so happened to look up, when the song first started, and I saw this really quick. I couldn't stop and just pay attention to it because I was driving, but I just looked real quick, and I saw the lion, and I heard truth, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go back later and see what that was about. So when I had a chance, I did go back and look, and this screenshot came from, was in the video during like the first couple of lines of her first verse. And so if you see the lyrics below, it says, I wrote these words for everyone who struggles in their youth, who won't accept deception. And then this screenshot is for the last part of that second line, which is instead of what is truth. And so when she says instead of what is truth, this is what was on the screen. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I screenshotted or whatever. And so if you look at her shirt, it has SELA. And so I'm thinking that her shirt says Selah. And then when I did a little research, I found out that she has a daughter named Selah. She actually has a son named Zion too. She has 6 kids total, and all of them have like biblical names. But so the Selah, I'm thinking, I don't know if her daughter was born during this time because she was like really young. So I don't know if her daughter was born during this time or if it was a reference to Selah, when it's in the Bible. But as far as Selah, it turns up 71 times in Psalms, and then it turns up 3 times in Habakkuk. And so I was trying to see exactly what Selah meant, and from what I could pull, there wasn't really a definite answer as far as what Selah means, but what people believe it means is that it either means praise or you pause and reflect on what was just said. And so just kind of keeping this whole screenshot in mind, I think the second definition goes best, and that is the pause and reflect on what was just said. So when she says instead of who won't accept deception instead of what is truth, and then Selah, pause, and then you see the lion, which immediately I referenced the tribe of Judah, the Lion of Judah, which is Christ, and also a representation of Judah. And so I was like, either this lady, this is just a big coincidence in this video, or she knew, even back then she knew, because she was really hot back in the late 90s, mid to late 90s with the Fugees, early 2000s, and I think that's when her mainstream career kind of fizzled out. But if you remember, one of her last albums that she did mainstream was that MTV Unplugged special, where she kind of did that whole album. She kind of did it, well, she did it live, acoustic on her guitar. And so when I first came into this truth, I was trying to look for some Hebrew-inspired music, and so I found a couple of playlists online on YouTube. And one of the playlists actually had a couple of her songs from the Unplugged album, and so I listened to them. I actually went back and listened to the whole album, and whew, that whole live performance was off the chain. She made some mistakes, and it's like it made it even better because it made it more authentic. And she really dropped some jewels. She really dropped some jewels in that album. It's a lot of scripture references. I love the Old Jerusalem song, and just listening to the songs, I can't help but feel like she must have known even back then, when this truth was not popular, that we are the children of Israel. We are the descendants of Israel. And so I can only imagine that during this time, when this truth was not even as popular as it is now, that there had to be some loneliness to it being in that knowledge, and not having as many people that are awakened now being awakened back then. And so I just want y'all to share with me, like, did you notice this? Or I don't know. maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe she really did know, you know, even back then that we are the children of Israel, kingdom of Judah. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all have a blessed day again, and shalom.